Evelyn May Boswell graces this world with her beauty on November 21st, 2018. But unfortunately, no one was ready for the heartache that would come several months later. She was born to Maggie Boswell, as many know her by, and Ethan Perry. Ethan has only seen Evelyn a few times since she was born because he's in the military and stationed in Louisiana. Evelyn's mother Maggie's life was never a simple one. Coming from a family with history of violence and in and out of the foster care system. The children of Tommy and Angela Boswell learned from a very early age what family violence was. Maggie's father once had attempted murder charges and an array of other charges. Her mother Angela has had drug and theft charges throughout her life. Life was less than perfect for Maggie. Did this lifestyle have a bearing on what lay ahead? We may never know. February 18, 2020, Tommy Boswell Sr., the grandfather of Evelyn Boswell, called DCS after being told by his daughter Megan that Evelyn was in DCS custody. Tommy Boswell stated he had not seen Evelyn since Thanksgiving because he had been busy, but he had recently asked to visit with Evelyn. February 19, 2020, DCS contacted the authorities and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation issued an Amber Alert for 15-month-old Evelyn Boswell. Megan Boswell told authorities that she left Evelyn with someone she trusted to babysit her while she worked on December 26th and hasn't seen her since. Megan said she knew who had Evelyn and didn't want to contact police because she thought the person would disappear with her daughter. The reason I didn't report it or anything was I knew the person who had her and I didn't want them to run. Statements from Maggie Boswell. On February 20th, the TBI issued a bolo for a gray 2007 BMW, which was believed to be carrying suspects linked to the case. The car was reported stolen by Hunter Wood's mother, which we would soon learn Hunter was Maggie's boyfriend at the time. February 21st, 2020, Hunter Wood, Megan's boyfriend, told reporters he has never seen Evelyn in the weeks that he dated Maggie. He stated Maggie told him that Evelyn was staying with Ethan Perry, Evelyn's father, while he was home on military leave for the Christmas holiday. Unfortunately, after the interview, Hunter went MIA and lawyered up. The sheriff said in a news conference that day that Maggie has made inaccurate claims and gave conflicting reports about the day of Evelyn's disappearance. He stated one report indicated that Evelyn was last seen on December 26th. However, a babysitter claimed to have seen her on December 10th or 11th, and those days were more accurate. Later that evening, TBI announced that the vehicle wanted in connection to Evelyn had been discovered in Wilkes County, North Carolina. The occupants of the car, Angela Boswell, Megan's mother, and William McLeod, Angela's boyfriend, were then arrested in connection to the vehicle theft. Sadly, Evelyn was not with them. February 24th, Angela Boswell was extradited back to Tennessee. That night, Megan Boswell told the authorities that her mother Angela had taken Evelyn to Mendota. She told TBI where to find her in Mendota. My mom took her to a campground in a silver camper, and if they don't go tonight, I'm going to go find her myself, were the statements from Maggie Boswell. Megan claimed her mom had threatened her and she had been afraid to tell the authorities earlier. She would not specify what the threats were about. Investigators asked the U.S. Marshals of the Washington County, Virginia Sheriff's Office to check campgrounds in Mendota, but nothing was found in connection with baby Evelyn. On February 25th, Megan went to the sheriff's station. She has stated to take a polygraph test. But she couldn't possibly take a polygraph test because she stated she was pregnant. Further information would result in Maggie was lying. She was not pregnant. Authorities had stated that she was not scheduled to take a polygraph test at their facility because they do not administer polygraph testings at that site. Later that evening, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations announced Megan had been taken into custody and was being charged with false reporting after continuously giving bad information and conflicting reports of the whereabouts of her daughter Evelyn. Her bond was then set at $25,000. On February 26, investigators in Wilkes County, North Carolina, received a tip that a home close to the pond where Angela and William were apprehended, is owned by a family member of Williams. Wilkes County authorities issued a remote-operated vehicle to search the pond and found no signs of baby Evelyn. McLeod's grandmother, Mary McLeod, who lives nearby where the search was conducted at the pond, stated Angela and William came to her home on February 21st, the same day the two were arrested, and asked for gas money. Mary had stated she noticed that her grandson's clothes were soaking wet. On February 27, 2020, Angela Boswell and William McLeod appeared in Bristol court. McLeod's bond was set at $10,000 and that he were to wear an ankle bracelet if he were to be released. February 28th, Angela Boswell was released on bond with the stipulations of an ankle monitor. Also that day, law enforcement were investigating a mobile home in Sullivan County where Megan Boswell once lived. The mobile home was owned by Megan's brother, Tommy Jr., and Tommy Sr., her father, at the Boswell compound. The current tenant had stated he had seen officials digging up soft ground from under the home. Investigators did take some items they found for further investigation. March 2nd, on Monday, Megan Boswell appeared in court before the judge. Boswell was charged with false reporting. The judge denied Boswell's request to lower her bond. Her bond stayed at $25,000. March 5th, William McLeod was arraigned for theft of property. He was also required to wear an ankle monitor as a condition of his release. McLeod bonded out later that day. That same day, David Jones, Angela Boswell's father, told a reporter that the day his daughter received that car, Hunter Woods sat in his living room and told him and his wife that he was giving the vehicle to Angela so that way she would have transportation to take her other children to the doctor. March 6, 2020, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations announced that the remains of a 15-month-old believed to be Evelyn Boswell were found along with some diapers and toys. Her remains were found at the property that belonged to Tommy Jr. and Tommy Sr. Boswell, Evelyn's grandfather and uncle. They found Evelyn with her diapers and toys in a shed outside of her great-grandmother's home, and she was wearing the same outfit she was last reported wearing on December by her mother. March 9th, Megan Boswell appeared in court on Monday morning for the first time since authorities discovered what they believed to be Evelyn Boswell on Maggie's father's property. Megan's bond was increased to $150,000 during the hearing in Sullivan County Court. It had been previously set to $25,000. She is charged with giving false reports. March 18th, Angela Boswell said in an interview that she has not seen Evelyn since September. She had heard in December that Megan had lost custody of Evelyn and she was placed in for foster care. It wasn't until February 17th Angela talked to her ex-husband Tommy Boswell and he had planned to report Evelyn missing. Angela had told Tommy he would be sorry if he reported Evelyn missing. Why would he be sorry? Look at those eyes. March 21st, Evelyn was laid to rest at her final resting place with immediate family only attending. A makeshift memorial was made just outside the Boswell compound down the road at a church. Many throughout the community and people from states away had sent bears, cards, balloons to show their love for baby Evelyn. On March 26, Evelyn's grandmother, Angela, was once again arrested, along with another man, who this time was not William, for breaking into her father's home and stealing a variety of items, including shotguns and tools. While being detained by law enforcement, they found drugs in her possession. All the court cases have been delayed due to the shutdown of the municipalities, so further court dates are to be determined. What had happened to this beautiful child? Was it an accident? Was her death caused by self-destruction of a family who she so trusted? Why is no one in her family who claimed they loved Evelyn so much not seeking justice or speaking up? As of now, no one has been charged with the death of Evelyn. Anyone with information to anything in this case that will bring justice to Evelyn should call 1-800-TBI-FIND. For further updates, like us here on YouTube or head on over to the Missing Truth Facebook page. Evelyn's case is far from over. It's just beginning. Evelyn needs justice and the truth.